Right, before I was rudely interrupted by battery running out, we now are looking at an Alpha Sud. Alpha Sud. We go a bit further. They're whizzing around the place. There's a Turbo R Bentley. Right, we're going to move a bit further along now because there's some more classics just up here. Do you have the time on you, please?
It's at 12:30. It's gone 12:30.
Means we've got a bit more time to do something else. Here's a Ford Popular, or Popular 100E. Next to that's a Ford Prefect E493A. Another Ford Anglia here, which will be 103E, I suppose. MGB. And next to that's another Land Rover, some kind. And we've got another couple of steam engines coming. That's a miniature Foden. That's a Fowler. It's a Fowler steam engine. Right, let's go. I'm going to go across it. Doing that, netting off as well. That's where I was last week. Well, it seems that, oh, they're letting the commercials in as well now. Yeah, yeah, I will be. Just keep an eye on the time. Let us know when it's about 10. Oh, wait a minute, I'll just look. 12:36. couple of... There's the Bowden, and there's Atkinson behind it.
Good morning, thank you for coming back to the Weald of Kent steam rally. What can you tell us about your engine here?
Well, we call her Mabel the Berlin engine. She's 1945.
Can you direct it straight up there?
Built, Rolls-Royce designed, V12, 27 litre, 1600 horsepower. She can do about 2 gallons a minute.
Wow, so not cheap to run then?
No, you wouldn't want to drive to work with it. No.
And how important is it for you to demonstrate the Merlin engine, to teach people about aviation heritage? Is that your main drive for this?
Yeah, it is. It's a really really important piece of British and world sort of aviation history. Played a huge part in the war. Lots of things played a vital part in the war, but you know, it's just an archetypal sort of British design classic. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for bringing this amazing engine here to the Weald of Kent Steam Rally. Neil was just positioning the last of the commercial vehicles into the parade line-up there. And also we'll be able to do an engine run with the Merlin for you guys to enjoy. So Neil's just chatting to pickup truck driver. My family name on it. My some people think it's family, but no problem. So I have a bit of a question for that one. Followed by one of the steam trucks, the big brown steam truck across the front. The steam trucks are running around the show, up and down the parade, around the perimeter of the arena during the day. And if you fancy a ride on the steam truck, then the Sentinel is running up and down the show throughout the day, which is a big navy blue vehicle you'll see. So the Williams family vehicle, they're just forgotten position there. Right next to another Williams vehicle, Williams Privilege,
Yeah, Paul.
Privilege vehicle is an Austin
Sentinel DG6 there.
built in 1976, which is affectionately nicknamed Best.
As soon as I went and did Steam Rally at Palm Park, saw something like that there, and also I Weald Steam Working Weekend at AOT. I was going to I went for the Heritage Transport Show. What else happened at Detley? They got Heritage Transport Weekend, I went to that. Pain in the arse to get to. Whoever's buying that engine is going to be like being hit by a wind.
So ladies and gentlemen, there we go, the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. Fantastic sounds. let's get these vehicles
That-
rolling around the arena once again.
Packard also made some underlying.
Let's thank the drivers for being patient there. We just had to hold them for a moment.
So it's essentially the engine that won the war. There's the Sentinel. Yeah, they've actually met. I've actually met them. I get to know people as I go around. Right.
So we've been joined by all sorts of vehicles here in the arena, from fire engines through to the commercial lorries, tin vehicles, something that is unusual to see. And we've got the one from Ben
448. So better get up there. I'm just going to shut down a minute.